So, Alex, good morning.
Morning from Shanghai.
So, how long have you been there now?
I've been living here in Shanghai for almost 6 years now, so it's the fastest 6 years of my life.
I think we're all realizing in a global economy or in a global world how critical it is to be able to establish trust across the miles.
Yeah, and that's a great point. And now it's interesting also because the Chinese market is leapfrogging, I guess, in a sense where they would never use email. They're going right from, essentially no connection to skipping email, going right to digital platforms such as WeChat, which is kind of like WhatsApp, and others for e-commerce and for communication. And all walks of life are using it, all ages, all demographics. So, 792 million subscribers to WeChat. I just saw that yesterday. There's, 997 million connected internet users in China. 1.4 billion citizens. So it's almost proliferated all ages at this point. And yeah, it's everyone's trying to navigate that trust and connection in such a changing space. And every year it does change.
I think, in looking behind you where we see some more traditional Chinese buildings, although you're in a modern office building, I don't think people understand or maybe appreciate the extent to which technology is so critical in the new.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great point, that people living in some of these older buildings behind me are probably spending much more time on their devices than the average person in the US. My own experience in China, I realized, from the beginning that everything I thought would have worked or should have worked was almost the exact opposite. So I literally had to take my own logic system out of it and start relying more on external factors. And it's helped, I guess.
That's a boomzoom. That's a big lesson.
That's definitely the thing that I take away, most from this experience of 6 years in China is different perspectives. And I also, the last thing I'll add on is we call it in my organization, we call it the colored glasses or the colored lenses, that when you put on a different colored lens, you see the world in a very different way. Once you realize that everyone, different cultures, different backgrounds, different everything has their own colored lens. Once you can try and put their lens on and see it how they're seeing it, you can understand what it is they mean, even when you don't understand what it is they mean. So you can get yourself into their perspective, and whether you're a marketer or you're an entrepreneur or you're, you're trying to, even trying to make your boss or superior happy in your organization, put their lens on, put their colored lens on, and figure out how they see the world. And then you can actually come to them with a solution that makes sense and that they will buy into. And I think that right there is how to navigate anytime you're traveling or working in different cultures. That's a great tool to consider, because in China, people I still don't fully understand the culture, the logic systems, or why the decisions are made certain ways, but I can grasp them and I can start to engage with them when I start putting the lens on it and thinking about why.